Good morning, y'all. Brett with Tea and Living. I've seen several people talking about okra, and I thought I'd just join the bunch too. I want to talk about my okra. Alright, here's my okra patch. There's about 50 plants. The reason I know that I started doing a propagation tray this year. I tried it last year with just a few plants, and this year I decided to grow them all in a propagation tray. And they're doing good. It was a little struggle at the front. I'm fixing to explain that, but the front half here, all this nice pretty green stuff, is a mix of Jambalaya and a Clemson spineless. I started the Jambalaya out, and I started early this year because the weather in Tennessee here was really wild. It was warm, really warm in March. Got cool in April, frosted in May. I mean, it was like a roller coaster. But the Jambalaya really didn't like starting early. I had a hard time getting it to grow. And down there at the end, I'll walk down there, is the red Burgundy. You can see it's probably actually outdone. I stepped on something, I had to look. It's actually outgrowing it. It's getting taller quicker. But I wound up mixing some Clemson spineless in with the Jambalaya up here at the front, because the Jambalaya, I planted it and it would die. It couldn't take the cold, I don't know if it was cold ground or what, but I'm assuming it couldn't take the cold ground. So I started growing a little Clemson spineless, and it actually caught up with it. And I really think the Clemson spineless is the taller of the bunch. I think it actually outgrowed it. Now the Jambalaya okra, it makes good big heavy pods. It makes a lot of them, seems like. They seem like they get really tough quick. So I've adapted my okra size to all the green anyway, both kinds of okra. All the green, I pick it about the width of the palm of my hand, which I've got a big hand. That makes the okra somewhere around 4 inches. Some people say that's too long, some people don't mind it at all. But the Jambalaya, you get much more than 4-inch okra. It's tough. But you can tell how tough okra is. If you can't cut it with a knife, you're most likely not going to eat it. So if it slices easy with a knife, it's still good. Which brings me to the point of the Jambalaya. I mean the red Burgundy. Red Burgundy is just the opposite of Jambalaya. It can get 5-6 inches long and it's still tender. But I've noticed in the red Burgundy, let's see if I can find some examples. These all came out of the same packet of seeds. I didn't grow these from my seed. You've got an okra that it's green, it's red, striped. Kind of smooth on the outside. Let's see. You've got one that looks, well, more like this one. It's all red and smooth on the outside. And the third variety, same packet now, is this one here. It's a lot bigger around. It's got ribs on the outside, but it's all red. Now you can let the small red slim one, you can get 5-6 inches long. It's still good okra. The green and red mixed is still a good okra, even though it gets long. Because I try to pick mine at 4.5 inches, somewhere in that area. I ain't got no exact size, like I said, the palm of my hand. Got one over there crooked. That one right there is getting kind of long. But I miss some, you know, I'm human, I miss them. I'll be breaking off okra out here and I'll find one that's 6 or 7 inches long. If it's a red one, I just go ahead and put it in my bucket. That and about like what I want. It's kind of a toss in between too short and too long to be tender, but you still get a lot of okra out of each piece. You don't take as many to make a meal. That's the reason I like to grow them as long as I can without them getting tough. It's not about the numbers to me, it's about the amount that you get. I'd rather have 20 pieces that's 4 or 5 inches long than 40 of them that's an inch long. It just makes a better meal to me. It's easier to cut up, easier to deal with. I thought I'd show you the differences in my okra. It's the way I do things. You notice mine's pretty bushy. I don't cut the limbs off, which that's another video. It's all in the other video, the training your okra to make more. But I thought I'd share this today. We've had several conversations and it's just on my mind. Hope y'all enjoy the video. God bless.